Hi, I'm Allison. It's been just over a week now that I've been working with VIPKID, and it's time for an update. So in the past 9 days, I had 39 scheduled classes. 29 of them I taught as scheduled, and 10 of them ended up being no-shows. That's quite common with trial classes, and when teachers start, it sounds like many teachers start off with a lot of trials. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of working at VIPKID from my perspective as a new teacher. First, the pros. I love that I have flexibility in my scheduling here. I love that I do not have to get in the car and commute anywhere. I love that I do not have to get fully dressed, although I do wear my correct orange shirt and makeup from the waist up. But I get to wear my pajama pants while I'm teaching, and it's okay. I really like that I can make changes in my schedule. Each week you get to choose what hours you're open and available, but really on a daily basis I was going back and adjusting my schedule. As long as someone has not scheduled a class for that time yet, you can make those adjustments. So that was really nice as I was starting to get a feel for what fit best for me and my family. I also love the students. It's been so much fun to see all of them. There's been a wide variety of ages. Some of them have been really excited about learning and some of them haven't been, but that's what makes teaching exciting. You never know what's going to happen from lesson to lesson, and I had a lot of fun working with these students. One thing that surprised me is that I've started to already get repeat students. I believe yesterday I had 4 students that I had already previously taught in this past week. One of these girls, she's had 4 lessons with me already. And my number one favorite thing so far about VIPKID is the planning. As a public school teacher for years and years, I spent hours and hours and hours each week working hard to create materials and make everything I needed to have successful lessons in my class. With this, they've already created the lesson and we have to follow it pretty strictly. So that means I don't have a lot of room to go and have to make things up. Some teachers do spend more time planning than others. However, because of the way the lessons are laid out, I get the feel that it's similar activities over and over, even if the content changes from lesson to lesson. So once you become comfortable and familiar with how to present a slide, you really don't have to take too much time to really create anything new to go along with that. I take a few minutes beforehand to look over my schedule. If there are some classes that I'm not familiar with, I'll open those up and run through the slides to make sure I understand them and know what's going on. But it's not something that takes a lot of time or energy, and that's such a relief for me. Now for some of the negatives or the challenges that I have faced. First of all, in regards to teaching online, this might sound silly, but the most difficult thing for me has been to figure out how to move in this video space that I have, to hold things up and make sure I'm putting it in the right direction. The video is flipped from where you actually are, and it takes some time to getting used to how to hold things up and move things in a way that the students can see them. So I'm still working on that. As far as some problems I've noticed with VIPKID, when I first got my email saying that I was ready to become a teacher, it gave a list of things I needed to do and a list of training videos I needed to watch. Turns out some of that information and some of the information on the videos is out of date. So that made it a little confusing to get started and a little frustrating trying to figure things out. But I was able to make it through. I was able to figure out what I needed to do. And I realized that I read something saying that VIPKID had maybe about 1,000 teachers just 3 or 4 months ago. And at this point, they have about 4,500 or more teachers. And someone told me that within the last month, they've doubled the number of teachers they have. So they have a big job ahead of them, training and processing all of these teachers. I was an academic coordinator at a small language school, and I was in charge of maybe just 10 or 12 teachers. And when there were new teachers, I was supposed to train them and make sure they knew what to do. It was really hard to keep everything up to date, even in that small environment with such a small school. So I can't imagine what VIPKID must be going through as they're growing so quickly. From what I've seen, they have a lot of potential. I like a lot of the materials that they have shown so far. So I'm excited to find out how they continue to grow, and I'm excited to be part of this company.